control of Paradise Resort that can actually hold two teams for quite a decent period of time that Paradise Resort is inside the circle. But if you can hold on to it as one team, you can really take advantage of it against the teams around you. But we're definitely seeing the teams getting closer. Solar moving in and Elementrix popping off.
Oh, Elementrix, Ranji spots out. Regaltos takes him down, and eventually he will be dispatched of. One of the players, fan favorite Soul, already decredited out of this matchup. The second player to be taken out of the server, and it's from Soul this time. And as I say that, Aman from Entity is down as well.
Those are two teams that actually came very close in terms of finishing position of game one, third and fourth respectively. So that's going to be tough for Soul, losing a member early on in this game in Sandhawk. It takes away a level of vision, takes away a level of awareness.
Viper as well, out of this one. All down to Clutch God and Mortal to try and get a good standing here on Sandhawk. This is very surprising.
And it's funny because I think part of why they lost two members early on was actually part of what you mentioned. And even though I said that generally it's okay to rotate into a circle in a more direct route once you know where the teams are around you. Yes, Soul did a more direct route, but because they weren't aware and they were separated, they paid the price. You got to stick together early on in this game. The analysts talked about it in game one. They did that, but they're not doing it in Sandhawk, where it's, in my opinion, a little bit more important.
I actually really like this 2-2 split right now from Rip Official. Legend and Naruto ganged up together here by the rocks on the left, and then we've got Tempest and Sky at the top there.
Yeah, of course, touch upon it. Great pointing out there where Rip have gone for that 2-2 split. It means that there's a higher chance that they can create a bit of a cloak effect and just smother 0 degrees. Of course, you do have that one member on the east side of the compound on its own, but because it is technically a 2v3 between Legend and Naruto and the three members of 0 degrees, it is going to be a little bit harder for Rip to push through that for now. They have to be calculated and use that split to their advantage.
Team IND crossing the river currently from the Camp Alpha side over to the east. Thankfully, as we mentioned just, 2 minutes ago, there's no one currently in boot camp, which was surprising for me to see. But it's going to be very beneficial for Team IND.
You only really want to hold on to boot camp in the first 3 phases if it's really, really central to the circle. Otherwise, you don't really want to stay there. You just want to take the loot and rotate out. That's what TrustDProcess have done. They've gone a little bit more down south, as you do see this map in front of you guys. You talked about it. IND, they're making a nice rotation. The winners of game one looking confident, knowing that they can do better. But look at Nepali Honi. They're making a nice rotation from the south, staying quite safe. Orb and TrustDProcess are taking a couple of shots at each other. Of course, we did see then Elementrix get a first kill for them onto Soul, and the phase 2 is Shifts up north, Tapmok, Mong Nai, Camp Bravo, and the mountainous areas around it are going to be so important for the teams to rotate, especially the ones down south.
Yeah, maybe Rip Official are going to be regretting leaving Camp Bravo at this point, but then again, they are directly center of the circle in this game so far. As we have Orb Official on our screens currently splits 2-2 essentially, or 2-1-1. As they just basically loot up the compound here, and then they're moving and rotating away.
Like a team that I'm looking at that are rotating, in my opinion, quite negatively. Actually, no, we'll get upon that later. Mayhem and ETG.
Whoa. What's going on here? Dark's gone out the server. The best player currently for ETG Brawlers. Naruto as well in the midst of it joins Legends as they are down. So lots of action here coming to the precipice of our screens. Nova as well is downed, potentially going to be converted into a kill shortly, as Reds was able just to rattle off so many shots. However, in the midst of all of this, look at Iconic going around the side. Does he realize that actually there's a player directly behind him? I don't think so.
Yeah, now we are seeing Rip and 0 degrees going out. Unfortunately, camera isn't panning around, so we can't see an idea of who's really coming out on top. It seems like 0 degrees are actually getting the better of Rip. We'll find out. We have seen Nova also get knocked down for ETG Brawl. So great play by them, but Vampire OP getting returned with that third party.
Mayhem shooting off into the distance, into the terrain towards Synergy. Actually, Cloak there, downing Servi. Couldn't quite see it, but it seems like he's going to be very easily revived because of how much cover there is just to get behind the rocks, get behind the hill, and to revive your teammates. Ooh, there you have it, iconic. As we mentioned, didn't expect Mortal to be behind him. You can hear the roar of the crowd as well as ETG Brawlers Imperium are taking out 16th. And you were right. You said the other do very well or very poorly. Is that because of aggression, potentially?
It's just they have to find that consistency in terms of the performance, but this is only game 2 of the finals, so I will reserve that confirmed judgment until we get later on into the games and, of course, into the days of the final stage. As you see, Megastars, I didn't initially like their rotation heading in to Paradise Resort as opposed to going up north, but they are getting the better of INS for now. Fnatic possibly looking to join them, or are they actually going to rotate around? I would much prefer that Fnatic plays the forward-thinking movement of actually going around, go up northwards, and occupy the compound that is actually split between where Paradise Resort is and the two teams of 0 Degrees and RIP.
Megastars and Team INS about to lock horns here inside Paradise Resort. The grenade goes in. Unfortunately, it's a bit too far to the left.
It's a 4v3 right now for the members of Megastars right now, so they do have that man advantage. But one thing that can be hard is actually entering into Paradise Resort successfully. They got us good for now, but Fnatic from behind, third party.
Oh, they are indeed a waste, though. Maybe bits off more than he could chew as he does go down. Again, same salient point. Very easy to be revived here, as, of course, we're seeing Kisley being brought back up to his feet. Paratosh, though, trying to get to the high ground, it seems.
And final boss, I like that. Stay around, use your TPP awareness where you have a bit more of a view, but Scout OP knocked down.
Knocked down and out as well. It's going to be Vexy from Megastars to take him down. Mad Dog as well from Orb Official taken out of this equation. But look at the flank currently from Team INS. Bishma wanting to get some more kills here, more points for his team, as he did very well in the play-ins into this one. Final boss, they're coming away from where Fnatic were and trying to help his team here with INS.
But right now, Megastars are actually coming out kind of on top. They've got 2 kills out of these 2 teams for now. Fnatic, get the hell out of there. Just disengage from that skirmish. It's not worth your while, as Megastars knocked out with the grenade.
Brilliant grenade there from Joker. 2 players down, and now you can see this. Final boss is very, very caught up in an awkward situation. Gets one on to Smokey. Tries to do more as Bishma is just there to the left, but more players falling here for Megastars. This is all down to Avi versus 2 players, Joker and Bishma. But they're going to be falling back a little bit, more tentative here. This may allow Avi to revive his teammate.
Well, yeah, that's because what Avi did so effectively was it not only did he get the knockdown, he confirmed the kill. That said to INS, we are not winning this right now. Back off, reposition, and see what we can do from there. But we did see Phase 3 shift. It went actually down south. So it is kind of favoring the teams that stayed around that southern area. And, of course, Paradise Resort is still inside the circle, Alex.
Yeah, very prevalent there from Megastars to win that exchange and actually being able to revive Vexy. So they still have 3 players here in commission. Let's take a look as well at Team INS, who only have 2. So Drigger and Smokey were taken out. So Megastars, as you said, they took a player off Fnatic, they took 2 off INS. Now they have control of Paradise Resort, which is very important here as we do move into more action. Mayhem versus Elementrix, as it's going to be Reds that is downed and killed eventually by Poo Poo Man. I don't believe I just said that, but it's KK. Let's see if he can believe that just moments away, meters away, he has opposition to try and deal with.
As far as I know, that is the last member of Mayhem, if I'm not mistaken, that is going to be up. Of course, Cloak is knocked down, but he's going very close. Yes, it is going to be, it's KK that's going to be the last man standing for Mayhem. Kill is confirmed on the Cloak. Nepali Honi rotating from south. And talking about Fnatic, I know they're not on our screens, but they're still hovering to the west of Paradise Resort, and they're actually heading more down south towards the direction of IND. I don't really agree with that. I feel they should have gone more up north because there's a lot more space for them to really kind of push in onto the likes of 0 Degree and RIP, as well as even potentially Entity. But let's see how it does work out for Fnatic for now, as the last member of Mayhem is staying prone.
We've seen a few valiant solo plays from Clutch God We saw it from Shagar as well, from TrustDProcess yesterday. But issue is the Elementrix are so close, and even Major Alpha as well as they're in the exchange. But my goodness, it's going to be Synergy that make their mark here, as this may be the saving grace for Mayhem, as Synergy clean up the mess that his team failed to do.
Yeah, good stuff coming out from Major Alpha from a distance, getting that knock down. As we see, they are also looking to pop shots off. They're on the edge of the circle on the east side. They do have plenty of space. There's no teams to the south or really to the north. There's only Sky left from Rip, so he's just going to be holding out onto his position. 0 Degree, yes, they were actually winning out that fight between Rip. That was nice of them to see, but we can't deny what Entity can do. Entity, they have that kind of crossroad position that they can really punish teams as phase 4 shifts down south. All of a sudden, TrustDProcess, IND, they are very nicely in the circle, Alex.
It's going to be a gold rush, it seems, to get into these two compounds which are adjacent to each other inside the center of the circle. Obviously, there is a road splitting it, so maybe one team occupies the north side of the road and the other team could occupy the south.
It's going to be so hard for the 6-7 teams that are around the north and the east side of this circle that they did lose that position. INS, Megastars, what are they going to do? Entity should have a nice play. We're seeing Synergy move in. What is going to happen, as this is Nepal, Godlike, and Orb in the southern side of this circle?
Yeah, they still have to push forward as soon as we get to, 10 seconds away once Phase 4 starts to restrict the playing area. We're going to see a bloodbath there towards the southern side. But in the meantime, Mortal is down. Clutchgod as well, quite far away. Look how much open terrain there is to cross. Maybe, just maybe if they had smoke grenades. But yeah, I don't think it's going to happen.
It's that third-partying effect, right? We don't even see that Entity player on our camera view. So that was the third party coming in strong, punishing Soul, and Junior knocks down Mortal. It's just Clutchgod left standing. And once again, in the second game of the day, what's he going to do? Because he's not even in circle.
We've just lost Rip official. Remember, ETG Brawlers were out first, and Clutchgod tries to get his first kill in this game. Does get Junior down. He hasn't got quite the kill just yet.
Synergy comes in and wipes out Elementrix at the drop of a hat. See you later, Elementrix. And that does help Clutchgod.
Really, really does, because look how close they were before that. They had the top of the hill, and they had the vantage point over him, but instead, Clutchgod now still alive and has a few teams close, but actually Synergy are rotating away.
Well, Synergy are kind of rotating into the circle because they're still not in it. They do have Entity to the north of them. That can help Clutchgod. It is only phase 4, so yes, it will do a bit more tick damage, but it's not going to be super punishing, so he can wait out for now and see what happens. All the while, we still have that north fight between the two teams of Megastars and INS Fnatic. They move down south. They've got that compound on the edge of the circle, but there's no team directly in the center as Godlike moving on to Ballyhoney.
Ballyhoney about to take some bullets, potentially to the dome, but it seems more like to the hut, as NHB can't really peek out towards the window, can't peek out as well towards the door. That's because there's a 4-4 locked in and loaded ready to just expose him. And they're outside the zone as well, so they're just taking continuous ticking damage. This is really just a ticking time bomb, essentially, before they are dispatched of, as they have to get inside the circle and then deal with these opposition.
But like I said, it's only phase 4. The damage isn't going to be super detrimental, but INS Megastars.
Oh, look at Avi as well over the top here with the hip fire spray. Takes down one of them. Blazy is out, and Avi as well could be joining the mix here. It's all down to Joker